Hello and welcome back to another video on the F1 Journal, and today we're having a deep look at Sergio Perez and whether his time at Red Bull is up. And of course, over the last few weeks, there's been lots of rumours floating around that Perez could announce his retirement at the Mexican Grand Prix, filming this before the Mexican Grand Prix, but I'd be very surprised if that happened. And yeah, just genuine rumours. If he fails to get P2 in the championship, he could be replaced. And I think, yeah, there was going to be no one happier than him to see that Lewis Hamilton had been disqualified from the US Grand Prix, because after that it was looking very dodgy for P2. I think he got it down to 19 points, the pace that Mercedes shown, but yeah, obviously around 40 points now, much greater buffer for him. So yeah, realistically he should be able to hang on to that position, otherwise there will be very serious questions asked of Checo. I think on whether he should keep that seat. So yeah, I think Perez will be very relieved that Hamilton got disqualified. But yeah, I think that still leaves a general question. Just because Hamilton got disqualified had really bad luck, that shouldn't make the question go away about whether Checo should be in that car in 2024. Because let's face it, his performances over the last 2 years really, I would say, not getting second in that car last year for me wasn't talked about enough. And yeah, this year he's just been so far off the pace. How many Q1, Q2 eliminations he had, etc. How many times has he been so far off Verstappen in the race pace? And yeah, it's all right this year because Verstappen's winning everything, can win the constructors easily on his own. But next year, you know, Mercedes, their upgrades seem to be heading in a promising direction. We've seen what the likes of McLaren and Aston Martin to a lesser extent in the second half of the season have done. But yeah, I mean, it's bound to be at some point next year Red Bull will have more of a threat, otherwise, or I seriously hope so, because yeah, otherwise it's just going to get another year of Verstappen dominance. But yeah, surely we will at some point. And yeah, Perez needs to be there to pick up the pieces, but at the moment, unfortunately, he's not. And yeah, that leads to big problems for Red Bull, because we all know that the constructors is what they really care about. Verstappen may win the drivers, but yeah, if Perez is nowhere to be seen, they will struggle in the constructors championship. Because you look at the other teams, obviously Aston Martin, etc. Stroll, is he really doing a job for me? No. But you've got Piastri number 2, Russell number 2, Sainz number 2. All very much there with their lead drivers, and at the moment Perez is not, and yeah, that could lead to big problems. But I think, yeah, that looking likely for P2 in the championship now, that may save him. And another thing that may save him is the lack of options. Ricciardo, has he really shown enough in his 3 races? Obviously it's a short sample size to show that he's there to see. I think we need to see a lot more from Ricciardo really. And could they buy someone out like Norris this late in the season? I highly doubt it. So yeah, I think Perez retain his seat at Red Bull next year, but that isn't necessarily down to poor brilliant performances making him retain his seat. Always been there behind Verstappen, because let's face it, it's not due to extenuating circumstances. Perez may be fortunately retaining P2 in the driver's standings, and yeah, no real viable alternatives this late in the year for 2024. But anyway guys, that's it really. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and subscribe for daily F1 news and subscribe to the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.